Oh, nice. It might be working. I had to pay 20 bucks though. We're testing this out. We don't know if this is going to work all that well. I'm going to close that out. Refresh this. Is this working? Is this working? I need to go to normal YouTube studio. Look, I'm also playing the game. I'm pretty sure you guys can see this. I'm not sure if it's super like obvious. Take action. Okay, and no attacks because we won't get through either way. And I'm doing a blue-black deck today, but I'm still kind of figuring it out, so it's not perfect or anything like that. How the hell do I get to YouTube Studio normally? Oh, here we go. I'm going to check to see if this is streaming in both portrait and landscape, by the way. And if it is, let's see if it's working. Let's just see if it's working. Ooh, ooh, it is. Ooh, I think it is. So essentially what this means is I am getting double the YouTube Jimmy Jams. I've also edited down the portrait view so that it actually shows a bunch of stuff. I do have to check to see if the sound is coming through on that side, but we'll find out. We'll find out, I suppose. An enchantment aura, make this guy a little bit stronger. This will also draw me another card because he draws a card every time an enchantment enters. And I am strong enough to attack, but I don't want to. If I attack, he would have to sacrifice a creature. Well, that's unfortunate. He killed my shit. Alright, let's check to see if this is going through. While he's doing his turn. So I don't know if any of this is actually working. He has a pretty good deck by the looks of it. Okay, so that's the normal stream, so we can close that out. Create a clue token if you sacrifice a card. So those are clue tokens. I'm still not used to some of these cards. We'll do this. Make my things cheaper as well. And draw myself another card. Oh, that's what this guy does? Oh. Damn, there's one card that he had left. I still have plenty of cards in hand. I need to change up some stuff on YouTube, so I'm going to change up a few small things on the YouTube side. I actually have to do this twice, if you would believe it. But, one of the reasons why we started mid-stream here is because I'm still testing this. I don't know if this is going to work, just in general. But I think it is. I think it's already working. Magic. This is magic. Okay. One side of YouTube is done. I'm slowly dying. If I use this, I'll die faster. But we're not gonna do that. 1, 2, I guess 2? Oh, he gave up. Alright, well that works for me. I'm still trying to get the quests done. Alright, that's done. Alright, what's this one look like? This is probably the portrait one. Oh, he gave up. Oh, cool, and I got the audio going. Nice. Okay, so, yeah, nice. Alright, cool. Freaking everything looks like it's working fine then. that's a good sign. Now I have to check to see how the frames are and all that, but I also need to update things on the this second YouTube stream. So one thing that annoyed me about this whole situation is I actually couldn't. I'm doing a Twitch stream as well, and I couldn't, like, what do you call it? Do the YouTube stream and the Twitch stream and the second YouTube stream. So it's a situation like that because they do have limits on how much you could stream, and that's annoying. Okay, we claim. All right, we're good. I think we're chill. The chat should be shared across all streams, by the way. So if you want to chat, feel free. All sides should see it, I think. And let's take a look at that deck I was doing. Hopefully the music is okay. I think it just changed. All right. So this deck I put together pretty quickly last night when I was thinking about it. Like, I realized I don't really have any blue-black decks, so I wanted to try a few things. The focus on this deck is like clues, and wow, I actually have a lot of people watching already. Clues and enchantments and fairies. Those are the three main focuses of this deck, and they all kind of synergize with each other. So we got like things that generate clues, like Curious Inquiry. We got fairies, that helps out a fair bit too. So the fairies all kind of have like little benefits from working together. We got things that benefit from things dying, and like detectives and stuff like that, and fairies. Whenever a fairy you control enters, opponent loses 1 life. That's nice. That's pretty nice. And we got this guy who gets draws a card whenever I put down an enchantment. Let's see here. Whenever this is turned up, look at the top 2 cards and discard 1 and keep the other. We got Messenger Hawk, which generates a clue when it comes out. But yeah, for the most part, this is just some blue-black shenanigans. I also have a bunch of rooms in here too, and the reason for those rooms, I can do things interesting. Okay. The reason I have so many rooms is due to this ghostly key bearer, and whenever he deals combat damage to a player, unlock a locked door, which can be very good. It's just a free door unlock if he gets through. But I haven't had that happen yet. I'm still testing this deck. There's a few things I can add to it, but this is the deck that we're starting off with today. I have a bunch more that I can use down the line. And yeah, we'll see where we go from there. I am going to refresh this just to take a quick look at something. And if you guys enjoy the stream, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all those things. Let's mulligan that. That looks a little bit better because I needed both mana types. Probably the Ghost Keybearer is going back in the deck. And we'll throw out this fairy real quick. This has the ability to tap a creature if I have the mana for it, but I do not have the mana for it, so it's just going to be an early like slow down for the enemy. Whenever this guy attacks, he'll exile a card from a graveyard, and later on, when I sacrifice a clue, he'll be able to take the form of that exiled card. It can be good. I have never seen it actually be good, so we'll see where that goes. There's going to be just draw 2 cards at the cost of 2 life. And we got one of our suppression cards, the Bottomless Pool. Bottomless Pool is basically the same as Unsummon, except it's an enchantment instead of an instant spell. So it's at sorcery speed, which is unfortunate that it's at sorcery speed, but whatevs. We'll get the fairy out first. This will decrease the cost of some things. I ate his land, and I created a clue. I forgot he does the clue part. Instant and sorcery spells cost less. Oh, that's not good, because everything I have is enchantments. Okay, maybe this Mocking Sprite could be removed. We're gonna Bottomless Pool one of his cards, probably the Flyer. Don't know what it was. Oh, shit. It's one of those guys. Oh, he gave up. Okay, well, I'm glad he gave up. I am not a big fan of that card he had. So what that card he had was, it's basically what it does is when it's turned face up and tapped and survives a round, you can put any creature card that you have onto the battlefield. It could be creature or permanent, I can't remember. Either way, it's always used for creature cards. And what they do is they put out like some really big, strong cards using that method. I just screwed him all up by unsummoning it back into his hand, so that's why he gave up. I don't think it's... I think you still have to pay the normal creature cost in order to get it to... What do you call it? Do its survival thing. This whole, like, YouTube dual stream thing is very much a test by me, by the way. I don't know how well it's going to work. This is almost a good hand. You know what? 1 mana? Fuck it, let's go. So I got 3 things I can do with 1 mana. Bottomless Pool, Snares Master, and Sleep Cursed Fairy. According to my external script thing, I have a 39% chance to draw a land, by the way. So we're going to do Sleep Cursed first. It comes in with 3 stun counters, but I can use mana to speed up it like untapping itself, which is kind of cool. It's a pretty strong card for 1 mana. The only issue is those stun counters. But you know, it's pretty decent. I'm literally going to be on 1 mana for way too long. I was hoping that I would get some kind of thing. Some more mana. Oh, here we go. And, yeah, we'll just throw the fairy out. He has lifelink and death touch on that creature. That's not great for us. Tonberry, that's not great either. That's not great either. We may have to edit that card out of our deck. Let's do this. And then we're going to say no attacks. We're going to probably take a few hits to begin with. And we'll go, what the fuck? How many of those does he have? He can hold all of those all at once. Alright. So we're going to do this. This is going to give us an extra card draw. Okay. It's useful. And we are going to go ahead and attack with the Sleep Curse because I want to kill at least one of those. And this does something if something died this turn. That's the real reason why we're doing this. So I am going to go ahead and throw away the Messenger Hawk. Grab that. Okay. And we got a 2/2. Huh, I've never seen someone actually use that card. You may look at the top of your library anytime, play lands and cast spells with mana value 4 or greater from the top of your library. Interesting. This guy is going to be very useful. So the Tonberry we're not going to be able to stop because he has First Strike and Death Touch, which is a terrible combination of things to deal with. We would have to throw 3 creatures in front of him in order to kill him, which is very unfortunate. Another option is to actually use the spell Fell, which is in my deck, by the way. All right. Hopefully the frames are all right. I'm noticing a little bit of chugging on my side. I've never done a dual like YouTube stream before, so this could be a situation where I actually have to close a few things out. Let me take a look at the stats. I mean, it says I'm not dropping too many frames. I was just noticing a little skosh of chug. Let's see here. Okay, we'll send out this guy. We're worried about the ones that have Death Touch. It's possible he'll use the Death Touch one on him, or it's possible that he may use that flying bird on him. It's possible he may just let it go through, and he did. I'll be honest, I've never listened to this album before, so I don't know what's on it. It's almost, like, actually, this is almost over, this particular album. So, let's see if I could find a replacement real quick. Okay. I am listening to AI music, if you're wondering. And the reason for that is because YouTube copyright does not trigger on AI music. So, you know, I got that going for me. Alright. Okay, we'll do another unsummon. That'll give me another card. Ooh, destroy all creatures, any number of players. Gets rid of their entire library, basically. Half their library, rather. We'll see if we need that down the line. Right now, we're just gonna chill on that. Okay. What the hell did I do? Oh, deal damage. Okay, I draw a card whenever I deal damage. So he only has one flyer. What's this? Earthbend 2, then search your library for a basic land. Whenever a land enters, put a quest counter. When you do, if it has 4 or more, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Okay. So, when this goes through, I'll draw a card, and I'll unlock Locker Room as well down the line. Is this normally, like, extra mana? Strength of Will. That's a decent card. Okay, I'm looking for Fell now. I'm gonna need Fell. That's a pretty decent card to get as well. Funeral Room does drain every time one of your creatures dies. I also have the ability to do Awakening All. Which, how many creatures do I have currently? 1, 2, 3. He has 1, 2. So, oh wait, it doesn't apply to him. So just me. I have 3 creatures in my graveyard right now that will be brought back to the field once Awakening All goes down. I could also technically do a Rupture rather, to destroy everything on the field, and then the next turn after that do a Awakening All to have a full field again. That's actually a pretty decent plan, honestly. If that's the case, we're going to probably not worry about losing any of these cards. He's playing very cautiously, by the way. I have plenty of health. Alright. We're gonna block the big one. Block that one. And block this one. You may be thinking, oh, is he doing all that? Whoa, what's going on here? This guy's just giving up, isn't he? No, I'm gonna kill everything on the field. We're gonna mill both of us. There we have more cards in the battlefield. And well, no reason to do that. We are going to go ahead and do this. Lose 2 life and draw 2 cards. And we have enough mana to actually do the big card. So we're gonna do that. Oh, there's so many triggers all at once. Oh no! Oh, he turned it around on me. Oh fuck. Shit. So what this does is... Yeah, he killed me. This worm does -2/-2 to everything on the field, and for everything that dies, it deals 2 damage to your opponent. Oh man. Oh, that sucks. Oh, it's because I milled him, isn't it? Alright, well that... Ah, shit, I thought I had something good there. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, fuck. Need to remove that fairy with the whole instant sorcery thing. Replace it with something else. Mulligan that. I want 2 mana. I mean, I think I did pretty good considering I'm pretty sure I had that, like, most of that run. Well, I kind of want to keep that. Most of that run was me with, like, 1 mana. Like, the beginning was very slow. We're gonna have to review this and figure out whether or not, like, my streaming is going to be able to keep up with these 3 streams, because I was expecting this to encode only once and then YouTube on their side would, like, fix it up so it's portrait. I wasn't expecting it to be like me encoding it twice and then uploading it twice too. I'm not sure. Either way, it's not great. Let's do this. This guy does stuff whenever an enchantment comes out, and then I can use this enchantment next turn to get a card and also drain him of a little bit of HP. This enchantment can go back into my hand every time I perform a crime. Some cards allow you to do crimes over and over again. Honestly, between these 2 cards, it's pretty decent synergy. Probably good enough for me to be like, hey, let me get 4 cards of both of these and see what I can do. Because between the 2 of these, I drew 3 cards this turn. That's actually a really good combination of cards, honestly. Well, this is an exploratory deck, seeing what kind of synergies I can kind of come up with. And that goes. What is considered crimes are whenever you have a spell that targets an enemy creature or the enemy themselves. So this bottomless pool will be considered a crime. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. So, boop. That's considered a crime too? Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, we're doing it. We got crime and investigations going on here. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. We're gonna do this. That's going to do the thing again. So another one of those. He gave up. Okay. Oh, I think I found our new theme for this deck. It's not going to be fairies. It's going to be like crime and punishment. Decks. Oh, also I'm saving up my gold for the next set, the new Lauren set. Alright, so we got, I do like the fairies. That one's fine. That one's fine. Drag the Canal, that could be pretty good. Although it's not considered a crime, but it does create a token. Okay, so this guy does a crime whenever he attacks. When you sacrifice a clue, he becomes a copy of one of those creatures. Okay, I think that's considered a crime too. Each opponent loses 1 life. And this guy, well, let's do a quick search for Eerie. Getting rid of the mocking sprite. 1/1 until the end of the turn. That can be good. When this creature dies, create an XX blue spirit creature token with flying, where X is the number of counters on it. Okay. He has decent stats to begin with, 3/2. Attack this turn. Target player mills 2 cards. Wait, is that considered a crime? Is that considered a crime? Because if that is considered a crime, that means... I don't know. Whatever the fucking thing is. This. That means this can be triggered off of this immediately. How many tokens do I have? 1 uncommon. What's the cost of this? Uncommon. Well, we'll throw it in there. And we're gonna add another one of these. Go to craft that. Because honestly, this is like a perfect synergy for the stuff I'm doing. Honestly, Fairy Snoop, kinda not my scene right now. I do like the disguise mechanics, but nah. The Messenger Hawk is probably not very good for me right now either, because the clue tokens cost 2 to use, and that costs 3 to like put into onto the battlefield on its own. Each opponent loses 1 life. Eerie Gravestone. I do like this card, but it's not part of this deck. This can be very good. Flying lifelink. Creature can't block. Whenever enchantment enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, you may return this from your graveyard to your hand. I don't think Ultimacy is really all that great. You need a lot of mana to make that work. So Entity Tracker and Intimidation is actually a pretty great combo. Keybearer could also be good too, but I think I kind of think that I need Gossip talent for that. Does Gossip work on 3s or 2s? It works on 3s. Alright, we'll throw Gossip talent in. The reason why this is good is the 2nd level. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature with power 3 or less can't be blocked. And Ghostly Keybearer unlocks rooms whenever it deals combat damage to an enemy. So you get the Ghostly Keybearer, you can make it hit the enemy for free every turn, unlocking whatever rooms you may have. And the 2nd room on all these rooms are expensive, like Locker Room is 5 mana, Widow's Walk is 4 mana, the Fractured Realm is 7 mana, Funeral Room is 8 mana, or Awakening Hall rather, and that's not a room. So yeah, that would allow ghostly key bearer to be really, really useful in the right situations. Our deck has a lot of expensive cards, but I think we can make this work. Yeah. We should probably do some dual lands, huh? So, yeah, these dual lands, if you get the damage ones, yeah, these, I think that's considered a crime as well. Surveil, pay 2 life, tapped, okay. I'm pretty sure that's considered a crime. Alright. Let's go ahead and take this and see what we can come up with. I'm paying extra attention to the amount of people coming in, just to see if, like, paying extra attention to my my stats for the stream, rather. Just seeing, you know, whether or not things are working out in terms of the new stream. I think it is. I mean, shit, man. I've already had like 40 people stop by and hop out, but like the first part of getting people is getting them in the door. So, yeah, I think it may work. I think it may work. Sleep Cursed Fairy, one of my favorite cards, honestly, because its activatable ability is actually really good. The 2 mana to untap. The reason why it's really good is because you can finagle it onto other cards using the Cauldron. The Agatha's Cauldron, whatever it's called. The Soul Cauldron, one of the best cards in the game. Really, really powerful card. He's not attacking? It would make sense for him to attack. I wouldn't be able to stop him. Okay, there he is. I'll save that for another turn. This will give me an extra card draw and give my creatures a little bit extra usefulness in terms of when they get killed. There it is. Nice. Nice, Suru. And we're kind of in a race at the moment. Kind of. I'm going to be able to outdraw him in terms of cards. I'm going to be able to draw way more cards than him. I'm pretty sure this will be considered a crime, which means I can take it right back into my hand immediately. Maybe the music is too loud. Maybe that's what's going on. Let's bump that down by a notch. Okay. This. Boop. Bop. Okay. This. Deals 1 damage. Take this back into my hand. Bop. And this. Act as a blocker. I like that card. Okay. So, in a complicated way, I actually have a way of, like, draining him almost every single turn, by the way. And I also have Awakening All Out already and a Ghostly Key Bearer, which both very good. Well, very good for my future. He has a Authority of the Consuls, though. That sucks for me. Best viewers, god damn it. Alright, throw this out, get the extra card draws. Hopefully I get some land. Okay, cool, land. This pay 2, so I can tap his stuff. Resolve that. And that's considered a crime. I keep forgetting about that. Okay, we got something. We got something going. A lot of flying units. A little bit of suppression. But most importantly, we got these enchantments with Eerie drawing us so many cards. So next turn I'll get another 2 cards. This draws a card, this draws a card, then I draw a card naturally. God, I'm drawing so many cards. He's not attacking. Which is a good sign. Alright, do this. Of course, I'm hoping for land. Always want land. And what's interesting is... Oh, well, there it goes. What's interesting is that this is working even without, like, scrying and stuff like that. We're gonna do Curious Inquiry on the Sleep Fairy. Got another card there. Gonna go ahead and do this. Got another card there. And we're only going to attack with one thing because we need a block. So we're stacking up the clues. Okay, this card is really good. I underestimated how good Entity Tracker is. I do have Ward on that card, so if he has some kind of removal, it's going to take up all of his mana. If I let everything die right here, I win. So that's what we're going to do. He has no lifelink. Guess he forgot about the funeral room. I think that went pretty well. Create a token that's a copy of a target creature you control with flashback that's cheaper than the initial cost. So you can do it twice. There's a card that would make that flashback cost even lower as well. All right, let's try some ranked. I've been playing unranked up until this point. Let's try some actual ranked. Yeah, I get the feeling that this whole portrait streaming thing is going to work out, by the way. Just with the amount that YouTube throws it into people's algorithms and whatnot. Okay, we got the crab. So my understanding is this crab, it making him mill cards is considered a crime. So the moment I throw out that thing, the crime will happen, and it will automatically pull the card back into my hand. I only have one crab in my deck, though. My goal isn't really to mill him out, by the way. We got Bottomless Pool, so we can throw his card back into his hand. I'm not worried about the damage he's putting out. Yeah, we might as well just make a copy of it, right? I mean, our goal wasn't really to mill him out, but I mean, shit, it's happening either way. We've already milled 6 cards. What's the mana cost of that? 2? Okay. With mana value, power, or toughness equal to the chosen number, he loses 2 HP and I draw a card. Definitely gotta get this out. I should have chosen that a little bit better. The mana that I was using there. Okay, so now if he casts cards that have 2 involved in them in any way, he's going to get hurt. And I'm going to draw more cards. Now have Foul. That's nice. We can get rid of Zuko for good. Zuko's a bit of a pain because he generates mana and a bunch of other small things. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Okay. Some traditional damage. We're doing it. So yeah, this keeps him from casting certain size spells, and also investigates whenever I actually attack. Oh no, wait, that's because of the Curious Inquiry. Still useful. This one's gonna get untapped pretty soon, especially if I use mana on it. And we could always unlock some of these, like this one. Or this one. Or this one. He's having a hard time. Let's go ahead and do this. Does he have a murder card? Or like some kind of instant removal? Okay, a flash card. Okay. Not worried about that. He's running out of cards. He's down to half his cards left. He's also running out of HP. If I unlock this room, he's the speed in which I'm milling him will double. Again, I'm not worried about the amount of damage you'll be sending my way. Ooh, that's not good though. At least it doesn't have haste. Does this have any... draws their second card? Okay, that's it. That triggered twice because of the mirror realm. No attacks. This is actually a little bit close. There's 13 cards left. If he attacks with everything, I'm dead, so I do need to block. But I do have a few blockers. And he's really into firebending too. How many creatures do I have in my graveyard? 0. How do I have 0 in my graveyard? Is it in my exile? Yeah, it is. That's not good. What does that do? I have to block it fully. Yep, okay. That is unfortunate. I thought that was kind of close. I'll be honest, I thought that was kind of close. Maybe 1 or 2 more turns I would have milled him out. I think my mistake was doing Mirror Realm, though. I should have done some more defensive things whenever I put, like, instead of playing Mirror Realm. Got the Dream Thief. This guy. Ghostly. This guy. Okay. I'll keep it. It's not the greatest card to be picking up right now, but yeah, I'll keep it. This guy's played a lot. He's got some interesting card backgrounds. Lands. That scroll generates a food token whenever it comes in and whenever it dies. It's really good in dredge decks, so let's just bet that this is going to be a dredge deck. Yeah, it's definitely a dredge deck. That's not good. Well, we'll figure it out. No blocks. I'm still kind of figuring out this deck. There are some definite weaknesses in it. What is this? Destroy target token an opponent controls. Wow, that's very specific. Also pretty nice. I'll do it. I'll do the thing. He's going to kill the flyer, or is he going to kill the legendary? We actually do have kind of a good setup right now. If we get Gossip's talent out and upgraded, Ghostly Cube Bearer would be unstoppable. Kinda need more mana for that though. We'll do this. Not the greatest situation. Yeah, at least we got this. Gives me pretty close to how much mana I need. Yeah, he's gonna do 6 damage this time a turn, so I'm gonna have to definitely have some blockers. This doesn't have haste, so it really doesn't matter that I'm putting it out this turn. Like, I don't know which one to put out. What is he, 2 mana? A lot of 2 mana stuff he's been using. He exiled a card. Well, that got rid of the food token that I was worried about. Let's not do that one. That will just get me closer to death. Yeah, we have lethal next turn. Alright, because he didn't cast it, this didn't proc. We have lethal next turn because he can't block this boy. Wasn't enough. We'll just do this. There we go. Gossip talent got me the victory. I think people sleep on Gossip's talent because it's just generally kind of good. It's just kind of good. Just in general, kind of good. We've already completed today's quest. I got the weekly mission, like, stuff done. How much time do I have left on this? 10 days. So I'll get at least one more weekly grouping. Although I don't think I'm going to be hitting level 60 by the end of it. I'm tempted to buy the battle pass as well, by the way, but money. I just spent 20 bucks on Restream. I shouldn't be spending another 20 bucks on Magic. Let me take a look at something. Okay. Well, we've been playing that deck for a little bit now, so let's swap up the deck. And so last time we were doing the lizard deck and the airbending deck. I kind of feel like they're doing the airbending deck one. That one's pretty decent. Let me explain it real quick. So with this deck, it's all about airbending and manifesting dread. So we have threats around every corner, which is like the center card for this whole thing. What this does is it gets us lands out and also dread out. So whenever we manifest dread, we put a land out at the same time, and this stacks. So if we get multiple of these out, we're going to get a lot of land out very quickly. And the reason why we want Manifest Dread out is because airbending works on Manifest Dread. So you airbend one of the Manifest Dreads back into your hand, and then you can cast it for 2 mana. There are some limitations on how it works and stuff. For example, like any cards that have X cost doesn't really work with this setup. So if you Manifest Dread this card, it won't do you any good. But if it's a creature card or like a card with a straight up cost, then it's really nice. So as a result of all of that, that deck, if you get the right like situation going for it, you can get lands out extremely fast. I've had many games where it's like the enemy has 6 lands and I have 20. But yeah. There are other cards that synergize with that as well. So Appa's pretty strong. Expensive though. I'm actually kind of surprised that Loyal Sky Bison is more expensive than Steadfast Guardian in terms of mana costs. I guess the Steadfast only happens once, whereas this one can happen every turn. But still, it's really expensive for Loyal. I think Steadfast is better, by the way, significantly better. This airbends everything back into your hand, like everything that you choose back into your hand. So this could be like, freaking everything that I did with Under the Skin, or like Manifest Dread. It could be my Heaped Harvest would go back into my hand, and you know, all that stuff. It's really, really powerful, except it's also expensive, and it's, you know, it's kind of a one-time deal. Okay, so Heaped Harvest. This is a pretty decent card. It's only 3 mana to get out, and it puts a land onto the battlefield when it comes out, and it puts another land onto the battlefield if it's destroyed. When I sacrifice it, rather. The enemy could destroy it and get rid of that benefit for me. I mean, that'd be a weird-ass thing to do. It's not really that powerful. It's just really useful. 1 mana investigation. We're gonna do Under the Skin. Go with that. Bring him back. Track this, although probably not the best way of going about doing this. Bring out a forest. And next turn I'll be able to Steadfast Guardian, maybe. Actually, I could do Loyal Sky Bison, that'd probably be better. No, Steadfast Guardian's better in this case. I do this, and I'll be able to cast this immediately back onto the battlefield. Oh, and I bring elixirs with me because it is very possible to mill yourself to death. Oh, god damn it. Never mind. Fucking, I really wanted that. I'll be honest, I really wanted that. Alright then. Airbending lesson, kind of good. Friggin'. I guess we'll do Loyal Sky Bison. And airbend something. You know, cancel that. Can't really do much. We'll do this. Get a land back into my hand. Kinda needed to get something that's... Ah, fuck. Okay, that needs to be airbent. What the hell am I about to listen to? I can't tell if this is AI or not. That's the problem. Let's see here. I mean, 6 months ago. Digital dial... Shit. Alright, well, we'll go into my actual playlist. And we'll dig up an old AI album. Again, the reason why I'm doing AI albums is because of various YouTube copyright reasons. He's gonna choose Steadfast Guardian. Some bitch. It's like the only card that he could choose. Yeah, that's looking good. Hopefully I have a good, like, thing. Backtrack on. What the fuck is backtrack? Alright, well. Throw him out. Throw this out. Oh, you didn't choose the staff? That's weird. Why didn't he... He chose the staff. That's super strange. I'm pretty screwed, by the way. So this is probably going to keep him from attacking with his flyers. He just outnumbers me. He could just attack with everything, honestly. Yeah, if he attacked with everything, I would be dead right now. Oh, also, he killed something with Tithing Blade? What some bitch. One thing I will say about this particular deck, it doesn't really have any good removal. Okay, we're cracking this, just to get some HP back. And we're going to make a fish. And no attacks. So this Elf Archer that I have here, whenever a face-down permanent you control is turned face-up, put a 1/1 counter onto it, and put a 1/1 counter onto this creature. That also includes the Dread targets, like Manifest Dread. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons why that's in this deck. So, yeah. Theoretically, I could be manifesting so much Dread right now, I just need to pull the right cards. We let that nerd through? Is he running out of cards? Seems like his deck looks a little thin. He has plenty of mana. He probably has some kind of silliness in hand. Is he going to craft that so it does damage every turn? I would expect him to do that. Sacrifice a creature and craft with X amount of mana. And when it's crafted, it does 1 damage to the enemy and heals you for 1 HP every turn. It's basically a 1 HP drain. It actually doesn't have that bad of a deck. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it on this one. I didn't see a single threats around every corner during that round. Just got Heap Harvest. do. In between rounds, I'm just checking a few things. Oh, that's unfortunate. Interesting. Alright, getting distracted. Let's bring this back up. Boop, boop, boop. And I can agree to this. We can get the Overlord out as an enchantment if we want, and then we can bring it back into hand using airbending, and then redeploy it for 2 mana as a creature. Which, not bad. It's not a bad way of going about doing that. It's not horrible. You could say it's horrible in terms of efficiency, but I mean, whatever. May end up rare bending that instead. Could glider staff it actually. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna glider staff it. Decks that focus on landfall really get fucked up by airbending, by the way. Like, he's using all these special lands and shit in order to make this happen. I mean, I could airbend him right back into my hand. Okay, I got 4 mana. To make this really worth it, we need like either 5 or 7 mana. Dollmaker Shop? What a nerd. That's also not good. We'll get this out. He has Ward 1 on it, so I should be able to handle the cost there, so I'm gonna plop that back into his hand. Airbending lesson is actually kind of nice because it also draws you cards. I don't want to block. Okay. Do we make this weird? I think we do. Boop, boop. Submit to. Boop, boop. Alright, and then we do this. Gets me another land. Okay. No attacks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 effective mana. We also got the glider staff back so we can pop one of his things back into his hand. We also have enough mana to do the onslaught as well. I kind of want to do threats around every corner first, though. The threats around every corner makes the wrath even better. Or, yeah, onslaught even better. Wrath is of a different card I have in this exact same deck. That's not good. I do kind of want to pull a Wrath card right about now. I guess when I do Onslaught, I could leave a little bit of extra mana to the Glider Staff. If I get Wrath during the Onslaught, I could do that. Oh, have another one of those. Alright. We'll just hold off on that, actually. Makes no sense me doing the Manifest Dread on that. If I Manifest Dread this, I wouldn't be able to airbend it back into my hand, is the issue. He's about to make a very strong tokens, but that's not really that big of an issue. I'm going to attack using this to see if he blocks it. I also want the land from it too. It's kind of served its purpose, I'll be honest. Made 3 lands, killed one of his big creatures. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, he had his own. Oh, that was not good. That also means he didn't upgrade his stuff this turn. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 potential casts of Onslaught, which is pretty much exactly where we want to be. So, all right, Onslaught time. For 1 mana plus, 2 additional 1 per level, you Manifest Dread and you put 1/1 counters on each of those Manifest Dreads. For each additional cast of this. So we're doing 4. So we'll Manifest Dread 4 times. Probably should have won with those farm animals. This will create creatures. Probably this. And this. And that made 6 6s. And we have 4 more mana coming in because the threats around every corner. We didn't get the card I was looking for, but these are still useful ones. And we are going to go ahead and put this onto you. Okay, nice. Now we have a real front line. As we turn cards over, by the way, it will buff up this card right here, but it's not that much, honestly. He doesn't have a board wipe, he's just trying to keep me at bay with pure intimidation. Now, if I get Avatar's Wrath or another airbending spell, I'll be able to pull these cards back into my hand and recast them, basically for free. I could also do the same thing, just Glider Staff onto the Steadfast Guardian, and that would allow me to pull all of these cards back into my hand if I want to. Which is hilarious, by the way. Unwanted Remake. It's pretty useful. Alright, we're going to turn this face up. And we're going to Glider Staff. This right here. This is the core loop of this deck, by the way. Glider Staff, Steadfast Guardian. He pulls Dread back into his hand. And this. He pulls at least these 2 cards back into his hand. And then I do this. To bring threats around every corner back in. Another Fountain Port. He draws another land into the battlefield. And then I Glider Staff the Dread, this guy again. Boop, back into my hand. And just repeat the process until the enemy is dead. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. But yeah, it's just a loop, honestly. And it's not even that expensive of a loop. It just costs 6 mana to do the core part of it, which is this, Appa, Glider Staff, and then Threats. That's a nice trick. That's not good for me. But he doesn't have any trample. I can airbend some of his creatures back into hand, weakening all the creatures, by the way. Could use Under the Skin to bring back the farm animals to destroy the token talent that he has. If I get lucky with some of my draws, I can also get Avatar's Wrath, which will wipe the board of all the creatures as well. No trample. Do. Can't let any of it through, though. Do. Alright, do this. We're looking for the farm animals. Just playing the turn out just to be, you know, do my due diligence. We'll just add this over here. It's a tricky deck I got here. Very tricky. It requires specific things, though, a little bit too specific for it to be super consistent. But it can get pretty interesting if you do get what you need. And the main thing that you need is Threats around the corner early, or Heap Harvest early, and then just any way to produce additional mana. That's why that one card, the Overlord of the Haunted Forest or whatever, the one that generates mana, that one was super important to get early on because it generates mana for free. It's not coming out of my deck as well. And then, of course, the different versions of Appa is pretty nice too. So one of the reasons why Glider Staff is so important in this deck is because it is a way to airbend something on your side that can be used over and over again as well. We need 1 mana to really start popping off. These farm animals are nice because they can destroy target artifacts and enchantments, and when they die, they produce HP. Super nice. Super nice. So odds are this guy's gonna have some kind of enchantment that will increase the amount of 1/1 counters he's gonna put out. So I'm gonna use this to destroy it. Didn't attack. Interesting. Let's hold off on using Airbending Lesson. We kind of want his bird to get a little bit stronger and for him to run out of mana before we start bopping things back into his hand. That's a bigger target for that as well. Is this 3 or more? Yeah, 3 or more. So there's that. We'll do this. We'll do this. We now have 5 mana, right? So we can use this to kill the Hydra. And we can use Airbending Lesson to stop the bird from growing. I hope he doesn't have another land in his hand. Getting a lot of notifications on my phone. Yes, I got a receipt from, what's their face? That's up to 8, that's not good. That's not good too. Alright, we'll block using this. Alright. We got enough for this. Gonna kill the Hydra. There's a chance he'll choose his enchantment to see if he can divert it to the enchantment. And if he does that, both die. Which is a super weird thing to have. Like, in terms of mechanics, it's super weird that that's a thing. Oh god, I hate that fucking thing. It has landfall as well. Whenever land enters... Oh god. I'm gonna need something like... Oh, that's not good. Avatar's Wrath is the only thing I can think of that would stop this situation. I got the mana. I could airbend this. Oh, I could grab cards and reuse this to kill off this boy right here, but that's not going to do anything about these 4/4s coming my way. Oh right, trample. Fuck. Also got the HP back. Okay, we're gonna take the cards. Hate doing it, but we're gonna take the cards. We are going to Appa to get these 2 back into my hand. And then we're gonna throw this out for 2 mana. That will stop him from using that. I'm pretty dead, though. I'm very dead. Octrate one of those. 3 mana. Man, he's getting so many of those Evolve Wilds, by the way. How many has he used? Oh, well, I only see 1, but it feels like he has a lot. He's going to use that again, and it's going to double up this and make this even more powerful. I can airbend both of them if I want to. I think that at this point, the best thing I can fish for is Avatar's Wrath. But I need something to cast it on. If he just attacks with everything he's got right now, I'm dead. I'm dead. If he plays cautiously, though, I may be fine. So I'm going to be drawing 4 cards this next turn. There's a decent chance Avatar's Wrath will be a part of that. Okay, 8 damage coming my way. That's not... Oh no, it's more than that. He's got trample. Never mind. Don't know where the trample's coming from. I may have to experiment with the layout, by the way. Right now, the reason why the mobile version of this stream has its specific layout right now is because I want to show off what cards are actually being used, and then like have the top area show off like like what's actually on the battlefield and stuff like that. But it may be a little bit too much, you know? We are going to go ahead and get rid of the legend. Probably a mistake. We have nothing but high cost cards in our hand right now. Oh, we got the legend back. I do have 2 copies of this, by the way. Steadfast Guardian and Manifest Dread immediately. Interesting. This may actually work out. Get this out, use this. Or I could just do this, but we'll do this. Kind of need the defense. Banner. Oh, that's not good. What is this? It's a dragon. And he chose dragon. Okay. It's a nice trick. I can use this to kill at least the dragon. You may choose the banner trying to divert it, and that would cause his both of those to die. He only chose it. Okay, that makes sense. Next turn, I'll have the option to draw 3 cards. The enemy's mana, like, having mana issues. Is this permanent? Yeah, so I can put this back into my hand and rerun it. I'll take the cards, fuck it. Yep, he made the mistake. So now he has no enchantments. He's got a lot of cards though, and that's mostly my fault. How much is that? 3? Okay. He has a Mox Jasper. Oh, right, that's something that you can have. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I forget that Moxes are like something that you can't just normally have nowadays. So we're gonna destroy this. I'll gain some HP, kill off his orb. Throw this out. Taking out threats around every corner. More mana. This has reach. This will airbend every time it attacks after it like resummons itself. And I can always take it back into my hand and recast it if I need to, which is looking like I may need to. He has 2 things that I can destroy using the first step of this. 3 things now. We're going to do the Bison. And we're going to airbend another land, or like another thing. Bring this out, bring this back. We're going to airbend his little dragon. I'm going to airbend my stiff. Just these 2 for now. Okay, and no attacks. he should not attack. I'm not worried about the HP he's gaining. I'm going to be removing his stuff pretty soon. Okay, never mind. Is this legendary? It sure is. Ah, my leg. I have a replacement for this. Yeah, I have a replacement for this. I can take the hit. All right. Threats around every corner for more mana. Not that useful there, but that's fine. Still got the mana. No other threats. Okay, not all that useful, but okay. Alright, we airbend one of these. Boop. Okay, unwanted remake, that's what we needed. Get rid of that thing that's been healing him. Alright, another threats around every corner. And I guess we'll go with Heat Harvest. Because I could take it back to my hand and use it to, you know, heal up a little bit. Starting to run out of freaking lands. I got 16 currently. To the enemy, 6. Jeez. Also, Primeval Bounty is not great for me. Here we go. To airbend something. We're going to airbend Steadfast. Before we cast Steadfast, we're going to cast this with Impending. We're going to cast this now with its normal cost. Alright, and we are going to go ahead and cast this for the airbending. Okay, cool. He realized he was screwed. Well, that went well, although it was a little bit tricky there for a little bit with all those dragons coming out. Usually they do give up once they see me airbend literally like 10, not 10, but like over like 3 or 4 items at once, and realize that, oh, I'm gonna cast them the very next turn all over again. Let's see here. Okay. It's possible that the views I'm getting are being split between the two streams, actually. I'll have to review the streams to see what's up. See how the everything is working and all that. And I think I am actually going to call the stream here so I can go and do that. We completed quite a bit of what we wanted to. We got the quests done, we got all the wins done and everything. We tested out a new deck, the blue-black one. That went pretty well, and I think I have a pretty good idea where I want to take it next, with Intimidation campaign being actually really good, with Entity Tracker and... What's the other one? There was another one. There's definitely another one. What was it? Anything with Eerie. It's really good with Eerie things. Oh, it's the crab, isn't it? Yeah, it's crab. It's really good with the crab. Because I'm pretty sure they just go off of each other. So we'll have to edit the deck and see if we can get some more things there. The other deck that I was playing today was this new Deck 38. As you can see, I play this game too much, and really we don't have anything to change on this one. It's just fun to play, and I could like do things like take out United Front. That one rarely comes into effect, but you know, I'm still, it's a decent deck. I'm not looking to change it right now, and yeah, this was more of an experimental stream to see how the YouTube portrait thing would look, and I think it looks fine. I'm gonna have to probably change a few things on the portrait view, because right now I have on the top of the portrait view the entire screen, and that's the top like fifth of the screen is the entire screen, and the rest of the screen is zoomed in on where the cards show up when they're being played. So you can, like, for example, it is just the Goif deck is being shown on the bottom portion of the screen. That's how much space the bottom part is. But I mean, I think it makes sense to show that stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'll catch you guys later. And if you like the stream, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, and